Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel Unlock English Success. So we are today working on the question answers of unit number 6, the value of time. So this unit is taken from the English book of grade 9 by PCTB and it is just published in year 2025, and all the students who will be appearing in the exams next year, they are going to read this book. Okay, so I am helping all the students and the teachers as well, those who are teaching grade 9 and the students who are studying it. So obviously this book is new, so all the chapters, they have new question answers and exercises. So my effort is to facilitate all of you. So if you like my effort, do like my videos and subscribe my channel and share it with your other colleagues and friends also. So let's move to the question answers. I have already uploaded my video yesterday and it was about the translation of this unit. So now we will be working on the question answers, and all of you knew very well that there are few question answers which are mentioned in the text and some questions are from the exercises. So first we will do the question which is mentioned in the text. Who is the main character of the story and what are his positive qualities? So the answer of this question is within this paragraph. That Tasir was well known for his cheerful nature. So the main character is Tasir. Tasir is the main character of the story and he is famous, or he is liked by everyone from his cheerful nature and kind-heartedness. So you can write the question answer like this. Tasir is the main character and he was well known for his cheerful nature and kind-heartedness. Okay, let's move to the question number 2. How did Tasir's teachers and parents feel about his time management issues? So obviously his teachers and parents were worried. His teachers were greatly concerned about him and his parents were also perpetually worried. So you can write the answer like this. His teachers were greatly concerned about him and his parents were also perpetually worried. Let's move to the next question. What was the lesson that Tasir's grandfather taught him using the jar, rocks, pebbles and sand? So we know that his grandfather taught this lesson just to make sure that he might know about the value of time. So you can write the answers like this. He taught Tasir to understand the value of time. Okay, very simple answer. He taught Tasir to understand the value of time. So these were the 3 questions within the text. Let's move to the exercise and let's see how many questions there are. So there are comprehension questions, 5 questions, and they are also very much easy. So first question is, how would Tasir waste his time before his visit his grandfather? So at the very start of the story, we know that he was a habit of in procrastinating, mean delaying the time. Okay, so we will see the answer. Tasir wasted his time by procrastinating. He spent hours playing video games, chatting with friends and daydreaming instead of focusing on his schoolwork and chores. Okay, procrastinating means delaying the task or being lazy in doing something. Chores means housework or different tasks. Second question is, in what way did the poor time management affect Tasir's performance? So how this poor time management had bad impact on Tasir's performance? So the answer is, poor time management caused Tasir to constantly run out of time, leading to rushed and incomplete tasks. His schoolwork suffered and he often felt stressed. Additionally, his parents were worried about his habits, but he was not ready to change. Question number 3. How did Tasir fill the jar? So the answer is, at first Tasir filled the jar by pouring the sand first, followed by the pebbles. However, when he tried to fit the big rocks, they did not fit. Okay. Later, his grandfather demonstrated the correct way by placing the big rocks first, then the pebbles, and finally the sand, which perfectly filled the remaining gaps. Why did, fourth question, why did his grandfather decide to help Tasir? And the answer is, Tasir's grandfather noticed that he was struggling with time management and decided to teach him a valuable lesson. He wanted to help Tasir understand the importance of prioritizing tasks and managing his time effectively. Okay? He wanted that he should learn to give importance the time, and he should know that how to prioritize the task. Question number 5. What is the important impact of accurate time management on Tasir's performance? So after learning the lesson from his grandfather, what was the impact? With accurate time management, Tasir became more organized and efficient. He felt less stressed, his grades improved, and he had more time for his family and friends. His relationship also benefited, and he became a more responsible and balanced individual. So you see that with learning that lesson and with prioritizing and organizing the time, he felt less stressed, his grades improved, and he had more time for his family and friends. His relationship also benefited, and he became a more responsible and balanced individual. So these were the question answers of the exercise comprehension question answers. Next, there are some other question answers which related to the story plot. Okay, we know that every story, whether it's a novel or it's a short story, so it has a plot. Okay, the main theme or the idea or the character which the story is setting. So there are few terms which you might have to learn, that is the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. These are the parts of the plot. Okay, and every story must have these things. So what is exposition? Exposition is beginning of the case where characters and settings are introduced. Okay, so if you have read the story The Value of Time, you know that in the very start we are introduced with the boy Tasir, and we are told that what was his personality and how he was loved by his parents. And then the rising action means the point at which the main character faced struggles and hardships. And then the climax, then falling action, the point at which climax leads to resolution, and then the point which marks the end of the story. So let's move to the questions which are related to all these parts of the plot, and then we have to give the answers. So a question related to the exposition of the story means at the beginning of the story, what do we learn about Tasir's character and his struggle with time management at the beginning of the story, and why is this important for understanding the plot? Answer is, at the beginning of the story we learn that Tasir is cheerful and kind-hearted, but his struggles with time management. He often wastes time playing video games, chatting with friends, and daydreaming, leading to unfinished schoolwork and chores. This struggle is important to understand the plot because it establishes the central conflict, Tasir's inability to manage time effectively, which drives the story forward and sets up his transformation. Next is the rising action. How does Tasir's grandfather's lesson with the jar and rocks build tension and lead to turning point in the story? Tasir's grandfather introduces a lesson using a jar, big rocks, pebbles, and sand. As Tasir initially fails to fit everything into the jar, the tension builds. This moment serves as a turning point because it makes Tasir realize that his approach to time management is flawed. His grandfather's demonstration helps him see the importance of prioritizing major responsibilities before engaging in less important activities. Okay? Let's move to the climax. What is the most exciting or crucial moment in Tasir's journey towards better time management? And how does this moment change his perspective? The most exciting and crucial moment occurs when Tasir finally understands the meaning behind his grandfather's lesson. He realizes that if he prioritizes important tasks first, everything else will naturally fall into place. This moment shifts his perspective as he recognizes the need to organize his time effectively to achieve success and balance in life. Following action, what steps does Tasi take to improve his time management skills after learning from his grandfather? How does this affect his daily life? After learning from his grandfather, Tasi takes practical steps to improve his time management. He creates a schedule, sets priorities, and ensures that his schoolwork and responsibilities come first. As a result, his stress decreases, his academic performance improves, and he finds more time to spend with his family and friends. This positive change also earns the appreciation of his parents and teachers, reinforcing the value of managing time wisely. Last question, resolution. How does the story of Tasir conclude? What does Tasir learn by the end, and how does it impact his relationship and responsibilities? And the answer is, the story concludes with Tasir mastering time management and applying his grandfather's lesson throughout his life. He becomes a responsible and successful individual who balances his priorities effectively. By the end, Tasir learns that prioritizing important tasks first allows everything else to fit into place. This realization positively impacts his relationships. His parents feel proud of his progress, his teachers appreciate his discipline, and his friends value his reliability. Ultimately, Tasir's improved time management skills lead to a more fulfilling and well-balanced life, making his grandfather's lesson a guiding principle for his future. Okay, so these all questions and their answers, they are to be fit in this part of the page. Okay, so you can write all the information which is gathered through these question answers, we will fitting over here. Okay, exposition will be written over here, then rising action, then climax, then falling action, and then resolution. Last but not the least is the theme. Okay, what is the main or central idea of the story, or what is the theme of the story? So you can write the theme in that passage like this. The central theme of the story is time management and prioritization. Okay, so you can write in a single line like this. The central theme of the story is time management and prioritization. It highlights the importance of managing time wisely by focusing on essential tasks before engaging in less important activities. Through Tasir's journey, the story emphasizes that effective time management leads to personal growth, reduced stress, improved relationships, and overall success. Additionally, the story conveys the theme of learning from wisdom and experience, as Tasir benefits from his grandfather's guidance. Ultimately, it teaches that by prioritizing important responsibilities, one can achieve a balanced and fulfilling life. Okay, so I hope all these question answers are now clear to you, and this video will be very helpful. So kindly support my channel by subscribing it and sharing it with your other friends and colleagues. See you in our next video when we will be doing the other half the exercise, inshallah. So for the next time, Allah Hafiz.